Okay, hello everyone. So we will be adding extra EBS volume with EC2 instance, right? So this one is our lab task that we will be doing today. So I'm just going to open EC2 service right now, and here we will create two instances, one Windows instance and one Linux instance. So for that purpose, I'll go here, and here I'll go to launch instance, and I'll write here win EBS. Okay, and I'll create a Windows instance. I need to select Windows operating system here, and the operating system version that I want to select is now Windows 2022 base. Now after this one, we are using free tier account. So in this case, what will happen, our instance type should be t2.macro that you can see here. Now I need to create key pair, right? So you will click on create key pair. So I'm just writing win EC2. So I will use same key pair for Linux machine also, right? So I'm just writing win EC2 EBS. I'm just going to download this one. Now after that, in the network setting, right, I told you if you want to attach EBS volume with EC2 instance, so availability zone of EC2 instance and EBS volume both will be in the same availability zone, right? So how you will set that? So there are many ways, right? So in the first way, what I'm doing, I don't select it, right? I just let the thing selected by the machine itself. Then for the next EBS volume and for the next instance, I'll keep the same. So what I'm doing, I'm not going to change anything here. So I'm just selecting RDP traffic only. So and HTTP, I'm just selecting this one also, and I'm not doing any change here. Now I just go and launch instance right now, right? So this instance is in launching case. Now what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll check the instance where this instance is available or not. So if you see here, win EBS is present. If you want to check the availability zone of this instance, how you will go, just click on this instance, and after that go down, and you will see the information about the networking part, right? So if you go to the networking part and scroll down, you will see the availability zone information, right? So where it is present. So if you just scroll down, so it is not available here, go up. Yeah, you can see here US East 1C, US East 1C. So I'll create another instance in the same availability zone, right? US East 1C. So how I'll do that? I'll go here again, and I'm just going to launch my EC2 instance, right? I'll go to launch. So one Windows instance I have created, right? Now I'll create one Linux instance. Linux EC2 EBS I'm writing here. Okay, and now for this one I need to use Linux machine to Linux AMI also. So this AMI is by default selected, and I'll keep the same. After that, what I'll do, I need to use one key pair, right? So I can create new, or I can use earlier one also. So what I'm just going to do here, I'll click here, and I'm just using my key pair that I created right now, win EC2 EBS. And then I need to change network setting right now. Why? Because I want to create this instance in the same availability zone as of Windows instance. So I'll go and edit here, and you can see in this case what will happen, subnet or availability zone both are same. So my VPC is default, and in the subnet setting I'll go and select 1C, right? So you can see this one is 1C. So I'll go and select this option here, 1C. So my availability zone is 1C now. Now after that, no other changes, right? I'm not going to change anything. SSH type of connectivity will be maintained here. Why? Because I'm just using Linux machine right now, and nothing else. Just go and launch your instance. Only one thing I needed to do here, we needed to keep the same availability zone as a Windows instance. So what I did till now here, I created one Windows instance, I created one Linux instance, and both are in same availability zone. You can see here, when you go and search, you can see both first and second instance in US East 1C, US East 1C. Okay, so both are in same availability zone, right? We have seen that 1C. Now I want to connect with Windows instance and I want to connect with the Linux instance. So how I'll do that? So right now I don't want to connect with Windows instance. So you can see my Windows instance is ready condition. I will create one EBS volume, right? So what you can, so if just you go to the Windows instance and you just go to see the storage part, so you can see right now only one storage is attached with this Windows instance, and right, and that is of 30 GB by default space, right, that I showed earlier also. 30 GB by default storage is already provided, right, this 30 GB storage. Now I'll add extra volume with this Windows instance. So how I'll do that? I just scroll down here, I'll go to volumes, right. Now in this case you can see right now uh, with this instance US East 1C, one volume is attached, right. So I'm just writing name of this one is you can say primary volume. Okay, now I'll add some extra volume in this region only. So I'm just going to create volume. I'll create GP2 type of volume, right? And here you can see availability zone should be 1C, right? Otherwise I will not be able to connect. Now what I'll do here, I don't do anything, right? Only I'm creating volume. Once your volume is created, you need to attach this volume with the EC2 instance, right? So when you refresh here, you can see one okay, so I need to edit this volume. I need to action I need to edit this volume, right? Modify volume, because 100 GB is selected. I want to make it 8 GB, not 100 GB, right? So I'm just making it 8 GB. Okay, so volume can be only increased. So I'm just going to cancel this one and I'm just making one new volume. Why? Because I don't want this volume, right? Action, I just want to delete this volume. Just click on delete volume. It will be deleted. Now I'm just going to create one volume, GP2 type of volume, right? And the size is 8 GB, not more than this one. And US East 1C, I want to create volume in US East 1C region, and then I'll create volume. Once this volume is created, when you refresh, you can see 8 GB volume is created in 1C region, right? It is in available condition. That means this one is my volume right now. So you can say extra volume. I'm just writing extra volume. Okay. Now this one is available. This one is not in use condition. So I can attach this volume. So I'll go to action here and I'll attach this volume with my EC2 instance, right? So it will ask for the instance information. So I'm just selecting Win EBS, right? Because I want to connect with the Windows instance. Now device name, I'm just writing xvdf, right? Because it is saying xvdf should be the data volume. So it should start from xvd and will go to p up to p. xvdf I'm writing here. This one is my location, physical location of the volume, or device location you can call. xvdf, I'm just writing volume name, right? Device name you can call. Now I'll attach this volume. So now if you go here and just check, this extra volume is in use, right? With which is instance, you can see, just scroll here and you will see this one is attached with my Windows Win EBS instance. Now if you go to the instance, right, EC2 instance, when you will go to EC2 instance and now I refresh this page, so you will see two volumes are appearing, right? First volume is 30 GB and next volume is 8 GB. So these two volumes are with this Windows instance. Now I'm going to connect with this Windows instance, right? So I'm just going to connect with this instance. I'll go and I'll select RDP client. I'll download this remote desktop file and then I'll get password, upload key file, right? So key file Win EC2 EBS that I made, and then I'll decrypt my password, right? And I'll copy this password and I'll connect with this instance. Okay, so I'm just going to here more choices now. Use a different account, and the username should be administrator, and the password is the same password that I copied from there. Now I'll click on OK button and I will be connected, right? This one is my new machine, right? Windows machine with whom I'm just going to connect right now. So it takes 1 or 2 minutes to get connected with this instance. So this one is my Windows instance, right? New instance you can call here. So I'll go to the search bar of this particular instance and I'll search server manager. So just click on yes here. Okay, now I clicked on yes. Now I'm just typing here server manager. Server manager, right? When I go to server manager, I'll go to file and storage service. So initially that service is not available, so I need to make it available. So I clicked on server manager. Now you can see server manager is appearing right now. Right? So initially file and server manager storage manager is not available. It will be available after some time. So we need to wait till that time. So it will be available. It is now, you can say we need to wait for a few minutes also. Okay, now if you go to local server, all server, so you can see disk space is not coming here. You go to dashboard again. Once file server, yeah, now you can see file and storage server is available, right? Now go to now go to file and storage service now, right? So if you just go and see the volumes, right? You can see only C drive is available, but I mounted 8 GB extra drive volume space also. That is not available in the volume space. But when you go to disk, right, you can see 8 GB volume is available and that is in offline mode. So we need to bring it in online mode, right? Right click, bring it online, right? After that, right click again, create new volume, right? So you can create new volume, just scroll it up, next, okay. So I'm just going to next. I can use complete volume or I can keep less volume also. Suppose I'm just taking here 4 GB, right? I'm just checking 4 GB, not more than that. So I just click on next. Drive name, I just want to keep D. Now next, new volume. So I just want to make extra volume, right? I need to go next. I'm just creating this extra volume space. You can see this volume space is created, right? Everything is created. Now click on close button. So if you go here in the volumes now, you can see just this extra volume is created. So 4 GB is assigned, but 3.9 GB is free space available, right? So you can use it, allocate it later on also. Now if you go to this PC, right, of this particular platform, and you just go to this PC, and you can see C drive and D drive is available. 3.97 GB is available in the extra volume. right? So like this, we have created extra volume and attached with this particular EC2 instance. That was the first task that I showed here. Now I detach this extra volume. So I'm just going to this volumes again here, and I'll attach this detach this extra volume from here. Detach volume. Now I can attach this volume with this other this machine, right? Now I'll go to extra volume, I'll go to action, and I'll refresh here, I'll go to extra volume, I'll refresh here, and I'll click on attach volume. So I can attach this volume to the other instance, right? Linux EC2 instance. And device name should be /dev /sga, right? So I need to keep /dev /sdf to p, /dev /sdf to p. Any value I can keep here. So I'm just keeping /sdf, right? And I will attach this volume, right? So this volume is attached with my Linux machine now, right? Earlier it was attached with the Windows machine. Now it is attached with the Linux machine. Now I'll go and connect with this EC2 instance. I'll go to dashboard. I'll go to instances. I'll go to this Linux instance, and I'll connect with this instance. I'll direct connect, right? EC2 instance connect. I'm just using this option. I'll go and connect with this instance. And I'll use all those commands, right? So I'm just taking root permission first, sudo su. Now the document, right, I have provided here, you can see I can use df-h to show all the attached volume to the EC2 instance. So I'm just writing df-h. So you can see only 8 GB space is provided, right? Remaining 2 GB is not coming here. So, but if you just want to see, just see here, list all the block devices, right? So in that case, you will see that information also. lsblk, if I'm writing here. So you can see in this case, this extra volume is also coming, right? xvdf, the device location that I used earlier. Now I'll use all this command, right? I can make a directory first. So I'll copy this command and I'll use here. I'm just pasting this command here. So one directory is created. Now I can create a file system to attach this volume. So I have the device name is xvdf, right? So same I can keep here. I need to write yes. Now what I need to do, I need to mount, right? Mount this EBS volume. Now if I'm just writing this one, I'm just pasting here. Now if I'm just writing df-h, you can see now this extra volume is also coming, right? And it is mounted also. So that is it about the lab part that we needed to do today. Now we need to remove all those things. We need to terminate this EC2 instance. We need to terminate this Windows instance also. Terminate, and we need to delete that extra volume also, right? We need to delete the extra volume separately. So here is the extra volume, just delete this volume. So refresh this one, it will automatically be detached, and then we can remove this one, right? We can detach this, and then we can remove this also. This one is already detached. So what you can do, you can remove this also. Delete, right? Delete. So type delete here. That was the lab task that we needed to do. So keep that thing in mind. You need to delete the EC2 instance. You need to delete the volume also once you finish the lab assignments.